Okay, folks, 𝚑𝚅𝚟𝚎, the Air Force guy, coming to you today. Now, today is Sunday. I'm here for a special reason. You see this little guy, Max? We just got it in, but they're going to be taking it to an undisclosed area, and I wanted to go over some things with you and kind of give you some comparisons between the little guy, Max, and the 𝚘𝚅𝚟𝚎. I see a lot of misinformation being spread out there, and I want to make sure I clarify some things for you. So for any more information on this particular RV or any other RVs, be sure if you call Beckley's, if you email Beckley's, or if you stop by Beckley's, you ask for 𝚑𝚅𝚟𝚎, the Air Force guy. Not on top of it, you're going to get me, but you're also going to get my exclusive offer, which is only for my customers. Now be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is right there, and take a look at some of my product recommendation and my how-to videos. So let's go ahead and start by talking about this little guy, Max. Now I just want to clarify some things that, you know, there's a lot of information going out there, and I just don't think that all of it is correct. Now let's go over, first of all, the length of this is 21 foot versus the length on the 𝚘𝚅𝚟𝚎 is 18 feet. Now when you're looking at dry weight of the little guy, Max, 3,140 pounds versus the 𝚘𝚅𝚟𝚎 of 2,690 pounds. Okay? Gross vehicle weight rating on the little guy, Max, 3,800 pounds versus the 𝚘𝚅𝚟𝚎 of 3,500. Now, their tongue weights. The tongue weights on their brochures and on their websites are they're way off, folks. I just weighed both of these. You're looking at a tongue weight on this particular, on the little guy, Max, of 440 pounds, plus you've got to add for the battery, which is going to be another 45 pounds, and another 20 pounds for the LP. So you're going to be up over 500 pounds on the little guy, Max. Now for the 𝚘𝚅𝚟𝚎, it is not 325 pounds like they claim it is. It is 460 pounds, plus you've got to add for the 20 pounds of LP. So just keep that in mind. So the little guy, Max, 440 plus battery and propane. The 𝚘𝚅𝚟𝚎, 460 plus the LP. Overall width, they're both 7 feet. Exterior height, the little guy, Max, is 9 foot 1 inch. The exterior height of the 𝚘𝚅𝚟𝚎 is 8 foot 5 inches. Well, about 8 foot 4 inches or so. Interior height, little guy, Max, 6'7". 𝚘𝚅𝚟𝚎, 6'6". Now your holding capacities. Fresh water in the little guy, Max, 20 pounds. In the 𝚘𝚅𝚎, 30. Gray water in the little guy, Max, 14 versus 18 in the 𝚘𝚅𝚎. And the black water is 9 gallons in the little guy, Max, 12 gallons in the 𝚘𝚅𝚎. So I'll go over some of the interior things when we get inside. But let's go around the outside of this and let's see what this thing's. And keep in mind, folks, these are probably going to be for different people. It gives you some options out there. Because of, you know, the lengths or the weights, you know, people may not be able to tow them. So just keep that in mind. So up in the front here, this box where it's red, that's where your battery and propane are. You also have a battery disconnect. You're going to notice on the little guy, Max, you have this, what they call, this is their power tongue jack, along with, this is a bike rack, folks. They call it Jacket by LCI from Lippard, and you can carry 2 bikes here. They're up out of the way. Take a look at how nice and tinted the windows are. Now I have half of it screen on the inside, half of it's for blinding. Notice on the roof, you can see, of course, the AC, and you have the King Jack digital antenna, which is going to be a little bit different. That is something that is not on the 𝚘𝚅𝚎𝚎. However, some people are just hooking up to the cable some type of outside antenna. Now you're going to notice that you're going to have an Atwood water heater, folks. This is a 6-gallon water heater. It can give you upwards of almost 18 gallons of hot water an hour. Now on this door side, of course, this is the off door side. You're going to have your electric hookup. You're going to have your water hookup here. You're going to have your cable hookup. But then underneath here, this is where you're going to have, this is your low point drains. Notice how easy it is to get to and how easy it is to know what you're draining. freshwater tank, hot and cold lines. This, of course, you're going to have, this is where your sewer connection is. So you can have your gray tank dump as well as your black water dump. So that's right here. Makes it very easy. Now the nice thing is, you know, folks, you get to the campground and it's nighttime. Now, of course, I know that never happens to most people, but in the event it does, you can see that we have a nice light on this side to light this area up. It makes it easier for you to go ahead and plug things in. Now that nice thing is with this is it has the light switch right here. So you're not having to go futz around trying to look inside for it. Refrigerator, you're going to notice this has a 4 cubic foot, a little over 4 cubic foot refrigerator versus a smaller one, the Tab 400. Of course, with 3 feet of space, folks, that's the reason for it. You know, they both have their, you know, pluses and minuses, and it all depends on what works for you. Outside shower is going to be hot and cold. Now, the nice thing about the outside shower, folks, for those of you that might be a little bit too big for the inside shower, well, guess what? The outside shower, unlimited height, unlimited width. Now, this is your outside storage. Massive outside storage. Notice how you have a light, and the light switch is on the door side over there. But as you can see, it, you know, it's full pass-through here, folks. Now, I know somebody commented about the wire ties holding up this tube. Folks, listen, if that's an issue for you, we could put some metal ones on there. Not a problem. You can see how nice the awning rod stores in here. Makes for a nice, clean storage area. And of course, like I said, on the inside, you saw this is where you're going to be putting your sewer hose. So they actually give you a spot for that, since you do not have a bumper back here, folks. Now, the nice thing is what little guy Max did, they got a few things. One back here, you're going to see you have a little hitch here that you could put a mother-in-law seat, another bike rack on here, whatever you'd like back here. You can put things back here. The other thing that they do, of course, you can see how deeply tinted this window is again, but notice how they have that 𝚑𝚅𝚒 backup camera already framed for it. So it's already prepped for that. Now all you got to do is get one and it just plugs right in there and you're good to go. So that's right on the back. You're going to have stabilizer jacks on all 4 corners. And then of course you can see on this door side, see of course you have access to that storage area. You see the awnings out. Outside stereo speakers, folks. The TV from the bedroom comes outside. And I'm going to go over a couple things on that TV again. Nice thing with these storage doors, slam latches, and it's a magnetic holder. Because see, you know, I'm going to come up here. Of course, I'm holding something in my hand. Makes it easy. I just flip the door up. I don't have to have another hand to get that plastic piece to hold the door up. And that just, it's called a slam latch. Of course, you have a furnace. That's an Atwood furnace there. And then, of course, you have a hookup for an outside grill if you wish. That's all here on the door side. Now, I was talking to you about this TV you could take from the bedroom and bring out here. And what you have here is you have the 110 outlets and USB ports. And on this side, you have your cable hookup as well as the HDMI in case you want to watch a movie from inside. So that's all out here. Now, this awning, you do have the access for legs that you can pull out on either side, and they're going to go right into the side here. And that, you know, give you a little bit more structure. You're going to see that you have LED light strips, and you have you have another porch light here. Now the nice thing was that porch light, you can either turn it on or off from here or inside, which makes it nice. So let's go on the inside. Well, I'm sorry, before I go on the inside, let me explain something here to you. This handle does light up. You can see it a little bit today. I know we couldn't see it before, but look at that. Looks awesome. Now the other nice thing they do with the door here is it's a usable door. So if you want to use the power vent fan inside, you can open this window and of course pull the screen down so you can have the door closed and have the screen down, or if you want, of course, you can pull up and have privacy. But let's say you want to have the door open. It does have that screen door option just like other campers, other teardrops. So you have that option. Now in my other videos, we had the dinette booth set up and broke down. The dinette booth in this, it makes a bed of 32 inches wide by 76 inches in length. When you look at the Tab 400, it's 30 inches wide by 69 inches in length. But the nice thing is, since we have this thing, we just got this in, as you can tell. Now you get the storage from under here from the door, but also if you want to pull the cushions up, you can get to it from there. On the other cushion on this side here, folks, you have access to the back of your water heater, which for your bypass and so forth, the water pump, and of course that's where the drain lines go out and so forth. You have a little storage bin right back here. Notice how all the windows, you can go ahead and set them for either blackout, or you can have it as a screen. And then of course you have reading lights on either side of the dinette. So you have one on either corner, and they're flexible. Stereo speakers up top here, over on the top, on the outside as well. So that's that. Now the TV, as you can see, we don't have the TV up here, folks, but it makes it very simple. You want to put the TV up, see this button here? Just go ahead and push extend, and voila, the TV is going to go ahead and come up and stop. You can hear I have the AC running. It's a little bit cool in here, getting cool. Now there's an outlet over here, folks, by the dinette, and that's going to give you 110 and USB, but there's also another outlet over on this part of the dinette, which is 110. As you can see, it's a freestanding dinette table. You see it breaks down so when you make it the bed. Let me go ahead and pan through here so you can kind of get an idea of what you're looking at for this. So you see your shower. In the shower area, you can see the big power vent fan. This is the kitchen area, refrigerator, and the bed. So I'm going to go through this whole thing with you. So as you come in the door, folks, you're going to have your systems monitor right here. And of course your water heater, water pump, your lights. This is for an interior light, folks. So up on top here, you can turn it off or turn it on. It also has a dimmer switch. Now when that comes on, it comes on in another place. Up above your cabinet here, as well as you can see the light below the cabinet. So that's kind of give you, a little ambiance if you'd like. Now you can see also you have your AM, FM, CD stereo with a DVD player, Bluetooth, USB, aux in, headphones, the whole 9 yards. Inside, outside speakers. Notice how the heat ducts are up off the floor. They're blowing across the camper. And then of course, look at all the storage you have in here. You've got the drawer under the refrigerator. That is your wardrobe next to the refrigerator. You've got a pantry on the other side. And look at all you got a drawer under the bed, and then you've got drawers and so forth over here in the kitchen area. Nice high-rise sink faucet, and that's the pull-down faucet. You're going to have a nice cutting board that covers up this nice deep sink. Of course, your 2-burner cooktop. When you need it, of course, you open it up. When you're done, now you have a nice flush-mounted countertop. You can see you have, of course, the microwave oven. Now your bed back here, this bed is a real queen bed. So it's residential queen, meaning it is 60 inches wide by 80 inches long. The bed in the Tab 400 is 79 inches long, 57 inches wide. Okay, just keep that in mind. You'd have a nice, this is your TV with a sound bar. Now let's say you're watching a movie. Well, folks, guess what? You got a little remote eye right there. You don't have to get out of bed to go ahead and change things. But the nice thing is, let's say you got to get up out of bed. You want to get a beverage, or you need to use the facilities. You can pause your movie and, start it back up when you come back. You can see that, the nice, you call that maybe a moon window, star gaze window, whatever you'd like to call it. On the opposite side, you have the window, reading lights, of course, storage on either side. And of course, there's your 110 outlet with USB ports again. Now let's go ahead, let you take a look at the rest of this. So you see the AC on the roof there. Just kind of get an idea of what you're looking at for this. So let's take a look at this bathroom. Bathroom, nice size bathroom, folks. As you can see, you're gonna the high-rise toilet, so that's a little bit higher up. Your toilet paper is covered up. Of course, you have your shower. It's gonna have a light. Now, the difference between this and the Tab 400, the Tab 400 has this power vent fan outside in the kitchen area. And then they have a separate small fan inside the shower area. And in the Tab 400, you have a sink as well as the shower and toilet. This one, you're gonna have, of course, the full-length mirror. I know I'm not a little clear, but you can see the difference. The reason for that, folks, is because we've got some protective coating on that, and that'll be removed once this unit is purchased. So we like to keep it safe. You can take a look at the flooring in this versus the flooring in the Tab 400, which, whatever, you like. I mean, they both have their pluses and minuses, folks. Of course, you can see your LP leak detector, carbon monoxide detector. It'll have a smoke detector, and that is your breakers and fuses. So, folks, this is the little guy Max. I appreciate you watching. For more information on this RV or any others, be sure to ask for Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, when you call, when you email, or if you stop by, and be sure to subscribe to my channel and keep up with the latest and the greatest. Thanks for watching. I enjoy hearing your comments, whether they're good or bad, and believe me, we're trying to do the best we can here. Thank you much, and we'll see you again shortly.